So I am going to install an operating system. So I have prepared a Ventoy drive or USB flash drive, you can say. Here in my Ventoy EFI there is a two partition in my Ventoy type pen drive. One is Ventoy EFI. You have uh, you have to leave this partition as it is. In Ventoy D you have to save the ISO which for which you want to start the installation. Here I have two ISOs. I am going to install the operating system using this one. Okay, so let us start. To You will need an boot man you need to go to the boot manager of your operating system. You can go to boot menu by sometimes in some PCs by pressing escape key when your PC turn on, or by pressing F11 F12 etc. But in the Windows 10 or 11 we have an option named advanced startup. Ad, this one, advanced startup, change advanced startup options. So I will click restart now. So restart now. So here I have an option, use an USB device, troubleshoot. So you can use an USB device, but by clicking on troubleshoot you can go to the U5 firmware setting, that is your boot options. So once you click on the U5 firmware setting, you will go to the boot option, click on the restart, right? Then it will hit up to you to the boot menu. So this is my boot menu. Here I have to do one thing, advanced power security startup. In startup option I have to select my primary boot sequence. In primary boot sequence I have so you have to make sure that USB partition or your USB flash drive should be on the top. Or and another option you can also, by just you have to go to select the pen drive as a boot option, right? Then I have did this one. Then I am going to click on save and exit. So there is the option save and exit, this one. This can be done by press F10. Here I have two options to select from which ISO I want to install I want to start the installation. I am going to select the top one, which is my Linux operating system. This is basealt. So you have to press enter on it. Boot in normal mode or boot in grub mode. I am going to with boot in normal mode option. So install UJet OS workstation. Just click on this option. So this is my installation options. I have to select the language. So I am going to select the language English here, English USA, right? Enter. Then this is the agreement. You can use Google Translator to understand it. So I am going to click yes, I agree. Then on the next operation. So there is, you have to select time zone. I am going to prefer time zone of India. In India it is Asia and it is Kolkata. So you have to select your desired time zone. It is 5:30 here. So GMT plus 5:30 options. So it is Kolkata. So you can select your desired time zone. Then next. So there is the option SDA. You have to select which partition or something. So I am going to select setup for workstation, free space required 35 GB. This option is also good. Otherwise you can go with the custom operation. So I makes before using this option, make sure you have an unallocated disk space in your partition. So click on the next. So this is the my partition and I have an unallocated partition here. This is so this is the partition what this operating system have made for the installation, home and boot, 25 GB and 29 GB, approximately 70 GB. In next it will tell which partition is going to be uh, formatted as which type of partition, but this option is sometimes risky. That's why I prefer manual partitioning method.